everyone.
Joe, what were you doing?
Nothing.
Hi, everybody.
Nothing at all.
Oh, my goodness. It's
Hey,
starting
Ellen.
out
Hi,
on
everyone.
Friday.
Kate, Lynn.
Happy
Hi,
Friday.
Amy.
Hi, guys.
Kate, again, Scary Mary.
Ruby
Cheers,
Gray Root.
everybody.
I love
Happy
that.
Friday. Little root beer in here for me.
KLP Caruso. Oh, my
delicious.
goodness. Everybody's here. Cindy,
Hi, guys.
ridiculous.
Oh, Lynn, thank you for your donation today.
Yes.
Much
Oh,
appreciated.
Lynn, thank you.
I have a whole list.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
do?
thanking
Okay.
Hi,
That's
Mom.
the only one I saw on the
Ellen's
website.
here. Hey, guys.
Hey, Cindy.
Rhode Island
Hi,
in the
Janine.
house.
Kate.
Janine's here.
Black Sonic's cat.
Krista's here.
Miss DJ. Hi, guys. Hi, Amy. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on Friday. Yay.
Yay.
This is going to be fun.
Yay. Lynn here.
The gang is all here.
Wait,
Yeah,
did
yeah.
I miss your mom? Is Mama put? Ah, there
She's
she is.
here,
Mama
yeah.
put her in
Hi,
the
Mama.
house. Four wagon tails. BJ.
That
All
lady's
right.
in here.
Effing
I was going to call her
feminist.
something else, but I won't do it on YouTube.
Surprise,
I'll do it in the speakeasy.
There you go.
surprise, Joe's Bryce is running late. She can't get her contacts out, but she will be here shortly.
Or in.
Or
I don't
in.
know. I don't know. It's-
Yogi
Yeah,
Mama,
that's-
RC.
It's hard to learn when you're not used to
Yeah,
it.
I think this week is her first week with contacts, so I think
That's
she's
rough when you're not used to it.
Carolina.
I remember when
It's-
I got mine, my eyes would get so dry, and trying to get them back out, it was hard.
When I first got contacts, they didn't tell me that I had to change the water, like the solution every day.
Oh, geez.
So I was leaving it for like 3 or 4 days until there
Oh,
was like,
no,
stuff
no.
floating in it. And every
No.
morning I was like, this can't be what this is like. My eyes are burning for 2 hours. And then I think I said something to my mother, and she was like, are you all right?
I don't think so. My
Yeah.
eyes are
I was
stuck.
like, oops.
We still got
I don't
everybody
know, I was-
coming in. Beth
I was
is here.
Yeah, mine come in those little individual packets. So
Oh.
you just open them. And
I get the 3-month supply, but it lasts me like 9 months because you're supposed to throw them out after 2 weeks, but that's BS.
Yeah.
I use them until they
Oh
get
no,
irritated.
I only wear
ours
mine
lasts a
once.
year.
Oh no, I only wear mine
I
once.
buy
No, I mean I throw them away, but they're for a year.
Oh yeah, we have.
I buy the smaller batch because I am as blind as a bat, and my contacts for 3 months, like a 3-month supply, cost like almost $500.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
how
because
much
I'm
they
like
cost.
I have an astigmatism. I'm really
too.
blind. It's bad.
Can't see here. Can't see there. Can't.
I
see
can't
no-
see anything. If I always say if I got like
Lynn.
stranded on a desert island and I did not have my
Is this
I
a
can-
coconut?
I
Have
can
you
do
guys,
things
have
for
you
like
guys
2
ever
days.
see that scary movie where the bad guy crushed the guy's glasses and he's got to go through the rest of the
Oh my
entire
God.
movie blind,
That
half
sounds
No,
like
blind?
but that would be me.
And oh God, it's horrible. It's like
Wow.
you start to see through
Oh,
his
I
POV.
can.
It's like, oh please
No.
stop.
Yeah, it would be bad.
So, really quick, we have some just stuff to get out of the way here.
Announcements.
Thank you to everybody who donated or purchased merch over the last week. Lynn, Aaron, Maria, and to all our website people who joined,
Thank
and
you.
YouTube subs for subscribing. Every bit of it helps to funding season 2. So we can't thank you guys enough for it. If you want to, what's that word? Donate. The link is either in the, God, I can't use my words today. The
Word, please. It's in the
QR code.
the description.
QR code and in the description.
Jeez, oh Pete.
And,
We'll get there.
and,
Happy Friday.
and don't forget, if you want to get readings with Joe, it's joepereta.com, and Bryce is
Connectionswithb.com.
connectionswithb.com. So go book your reading because they are so talented.
Oh,
And speaking of season 2 and their talent, last week on the website, we presented them with 7 locations that they tuned into, and we picked some.
anonymous
And
locations. We don't know what the
anonymous, we didn't know, so they couldn't read our minds because they were all in envelopes and they just tuned in. So changed some prospects and opened some doors and closed some other ones, but hey. And speaking of season 2, we are still planning on Halloween weekend for the premiere of the first part of season 2 at least. That's still in the game plans. For the Lachlan Jones documentary, we have received some new information that's very interesting, and we're following up on that. And because of that, we are delaying the release of the documentary, or the docu-series, I guess, for 2 weeks while we follow up on that information. And also, everybody should know that when we decided to do, does anybody else hear music?
Oh, that's probably my.
Your neighbor.
I put headphones on, but I guess it's not drowning it out enough. My bad.
When we committed to do the story of Lockie, it was supposed to be a 2-hour documentary, and that was what it was going to be. And what we kind of found out was, much like Voices from the Grave, is the information just kept expanding and expanding. Some doors closed and a lot of doors opened. And the next thing we knew, it was going to be just so much bigger than what we had anticipated. And it was going to become a docu-series. And, you know, I think that when you take on a project like this and you're expecting it to be tiny, it's manageable. And then it becomes a docu-series, and it becomes much bigger than what I was anticipating, especially trying to do Voices from the Grave at the same time. So but all that aside, we've made a commitment to the Jones family, to Lockie, to Karen McGuire, who, along with his dad, Paul, has championed this case to try and get some justice for Lockie, and we are committed. It's just going to take me longer than I thought, because I'm a one-man band, and I want to keep Voices from the Grave alive as well. So 2-week delay, and we'll let you know as things progress. But the best way to keep up with it is subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you're only on Facebook and want to do that, go join Lollipop Lockie over there, and I'm sure that they'll keep you apprised of what's going on with the docuseries. But hopefully that will be up and running in a couple weeks. And with that, the Novarro house. Joe, do you have anything you want to pop out there?
No, I'm ready for the rewatch.
All right, let's do this. Part 2, the Novarro house.
You know what, Kate? That's the street. That's not even my neighbors.
Oh my God.
That's just the avenue that I live on. I live on 9th
That's
Avenue.
just the hood.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, Bryce is here just in time.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Are your contacts in?
That's what you all look like. No, they're in. They're
Lori's
in.
here.
You got them in.
I got them in. I don't know if
All
I'm
right.
getting them out.
I'll give you a tutorial tomorrow when I see you.
Well, that will be too late, but okay.
All right, here we
You can
go.
always use a melon baller.
Jeez.
One way to do it. This house has a little bit of a life of its own, it feels like. And they're bringing me back to that image of like a fun house or a house of horrors. Like, I kept feeling like I'm walking into this weird, confusing mirror maze. I totally get it, because at every twist and turn, you think it's going to be a corner and there's another staircase leading somewhere else. Like right now, I wouldn't even know how to get back down to where I just came from, because Still I'm don't.
Oh.
so like twisted around. This house physically reflects the energy that it has.
I have to tell you guys, this is not a big house,
No,
but it
not at all.
goes like straight up, and it's like almost a winding staircase that goes from
That's
the
a
master
good way to
bedroom
describe it.
all the way down to the
Yeah,
basement.
But it's inner walls that
Yes,
go into
and
other
you-
rooms.
and you
off
don't know
the staircase.
which level
It's weird.
you're supposed to exit.
It made no sense. It made no.
Yeah,
The
and
layout
you
made
don't
no
know
sense.
which exit to take off of the
True
stairwell.
story. Yeah, that's a good way to talk about it.
It's like that is the energy of this house. It doesn't reveal its secrets easily, she told me. She keeps telling me the basement, go or down, like go. I have to go down. I have to go under.
Just note, there was a spirit to your left this whole time. It's still there. You're actually touching it. Yeah, right there.
Do
It's gotta
we
be- it's
know?
right there.
Hey, girl.
Do we know who Joe is talking to in this scene?
No,
We
but
don't yet. Okay.
no, not yet.
Not
Oh.
yet. Okay.
Um,
I wasn't sure because it
I have an
reminded me.
idea. I have
Yeah.
an idea, but I don't want to reveal it to you guys
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
because
don't
she
say
Alright.
anything.
may appear some point, and I don't want you guys to get distracted. Doctor's in the house.
Okay.
We go
I didn't know
down
if
this
she
way?
was like guiding him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So as we were driving along, I felt this intense pressure around my neck. And it's as though I was being strangulated. I was definitely female. This pressure at the back of my head. And then it's almost like a thumb was pushing into the corner of my eye. I felt an injury in my arm from my elbow to my wrist.
Break. So there must be history of a break. Yeah, it feels like I can't see out of this eye, and that could be potential.
That's so funny. Sam's here, I heard. Sam.
It's so interesting to me how in this phase of the investigation and the team that Maureen and Kelvin were kind of lockstep on a lot of things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is.
Lewis Samuel, who had it built by Lloyd Wright Jr.
She's not letting Sam get through. She just keeps saying it was never Sam's intention for this house to become what it did, is what she told me to say. Like, whatever energy is being pulled in to this place. She showed me that bedroom I was just in again. There's like a vortex of energy, or there like a little bit of a center in that room where I feel like it pulls quite a bit in. It wasn't Sam's intention, she keeps saying. It wasn't really Sam's intention. It was somebody else. Like, I don't know if Sam had this house built or he was the first owner or something, but I don't think it was his intention to create something that...
First of all, it amazes me that you just nailed it, that Lewis Samuel was the one that built the house.
I'm laughing that I thought his name was Sam.
And second, I'm just because I have a feeling one day we are going to find a reference to him by the name of Sam, like that he went
That would
by
be funny.
Sam. I know. It's crazy.
Hey, Doc.
And the other thing that I want to point out is how amazing this bit of footage with the SLS camera is, because as Joe is feeling stuff, David is watching it, and to the point of where you'll see in a second, she's actually pushing him. Like as Joe's going, she's telling me to leave. You see her like going, get out of here. And I just think that's so amazing.
Pulled in negativity. Whoever either commissioned it or asked for it, or I feel like there's another mastermind behind that, which I will try to get to in a second. This place attracts a lot of tragedy around youth, young people. She said youth is wasted in this house. She's
a little bit more riled up now.
I'm telling you, she feels...
She's just moving around a lot. Now she looks like she's looking out.
She's
Is that
distracted.
a window? Is that a window or something?
She just got distracted again. It's so funny you say that.
Yeah, she's looking for somebody maybe.
Somebody's coming, I feel. There's another entity that's stepping forward. Somebody's coming, is what she just said to me. Someone's coming.
Yeah, it looks like she's looking out the window. Like peeking out. Wow, this is nuts.
Like I feel like incoming is what she's saying to me, but I feel like there's some entity from somewhere. I just got a headache from somewhere else that's trying. She said, "Move." Okay.
Yeah, she's pushing you.
Look at that.
Oh my God, that's
Look
so
at
funny.
She's like pushing you, leaning on him.
The same thing.
It's crazy.
And I also find it.
I never saw that before.
Me
I find
either.
it so interesting that she's saying incoming, and we hear that later, and it's like, watch out, and don't forget the warning that CJ Sellers said, that this travels from house to house and it doesn't live there, but it's going to be coming for you.
Janine's got a question.
Oh, Joe and Bryce, do you physically feel spirits when they interact with you, or just physically? Like, I can't
Really?
see Bryce when I do that.
Joe, you want to answer first, or?
I don't usually really, like, it's very rare, but I don't get a lot of physical stuff.
Yeah. So that's clairsentience. I get it if they're trying to show me something that happened to them. So the way that Kelvin was saying, kind of like his arm, like I would have felt it there. But again, it doesn't feel like extreme. It's just kind of like they're bringing me to that area. So far, knock on wood, no, like nothing else. Like there's no other way that spirit is kind of like touching me or anything like that. But just kind of if it makes sense to relay the message.
Right. Like a physical ailment or something, maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm never getting like my hair pulled or like.
But you did, Joe, because you just said before you were like, "Oh, my head hurts," and that's interesting because Kelvin said something. So Kelvin said something about his head too. So you guys are all like on the same page.
That's true. Yeah, it might be like a little thing like that. It's very rare though.
Yeah, yeah.
And Ellen, yeah, the spiritual tunnels for sure. Definitely spiritual tunnels. Oink.
Still there.
It was
Yeah.
on your left,
Yeah.
Woomy, because these are mirrored.
I still got her. She's still standing here.
So I wonder. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back up because if she told me to
Jump.
move,
Later.
Peace out,
it's
man.
like she keeps hiding me from something.
This victim had a sexual assault. It was quite intense because there was a stabbing pain. And then I found myself
Maria, I do
kind of
believe there's a portal
euphoric
there.
watching the signs and trying to remember what path I was going on, where I was, like what street am I on. Almost like I was drugged and being taken somewhere.
I smelled alcohol in here before and saw parties and things, but now I feel like I'm seeing drugs. Someone who had like a serious dependency issue or something must have lived in this house.
Yeah. He was a drunk, but he was only a drunk when he wasn't working.
It was just either like a party every night, or when they did, it was like everybody came and everyone was drunk, high, this, that, like there. I feel like a lot, like anything went at these events that she's showing me.
Define anything went.
Juicy, I think that the stairwells do work as portals. I really do. And Joe Bryce, I'd be interested, did we ever determine what that mirror ball really is in the middle of that room there?
I don't know. I kind of remember seeing it and just thinking it was like decor. I didn't really feel much from that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Bryce, did you think of anything like with that?
No.
Yeah, I mean, mhm.
A Man Ray photograph that I sent to Steve Hodel years ago. He had centered it. The mirror ball, it looked just like that. The Art Deco base and everything.
Huh.
And I zoomed in. Whenever I do stuff like this, I always zoom in for details because you never know what you'll see.
Right.
And in the middle of it, memory serves, was the zodiac symbol.
Oh shit. Yeah. Wow.
I'll see if I can find that
Yeah.
photo and post it on the website because
That's interesting.
I sent it to Steve years ago, but that's the only time I'd really remembered a mirror ball. And when I saw it here, I went, "Oh, that's interesting." Okay.
So here's my thoughts on this, guys, and maybe Joe and Bryce will have a different, because they know this stuff better than I do. The tunnels to me are like, if you imagine subways or mass transit, the tunnels take you from outlet to outlet, which to me are the portals. So the tunnels are how they get to the portals in each place, if that makes sense.
I feel like, I really believe that spirit can be anywhere, anytime. There is no space or time on the other side. So I don't know if I'm I don't want to say buying the tunnel or the portal thing, because they could go anywhere, right? Like there's no limit to that. So we don't even necessarily need all that. But I do think when we pick up on like what someone would call a portal or a vortex, I always look at that, and Bryce, I don't know if you look at it the same way, but like a concentration of like a certain type of energy that maybe can call in other things like the Soden house and that demon or negative entity. And it's almost like priming the energy so that thing can have maybe like a stronger connection to that physical space or affect things more, or you know what I mean? Like how like just bad things happen in that house, or, we had a crazy couple of days filming there. And I think it's because of that, let's say portal or whatever, but they don't really need to have like some energetic tunnel because spirit can be anywhere, like in an instant. That's my experience.
But if you're hiding, if you're this negative energy and hiding, I don't know. I think it could go either way, and I understand what you're saying. But the way, like even Maureen said, was that positive energies can go wherever the heck they want, and they can pop in and out wherever they want. Where negative, like really truly negative or demonic energies, can't necessarily do that. But I don't know. What were you going to say, Bryce?
That might be possible.
No, I just look at tunnels and portals as two separate things. So portal for me is, and like what Joe described, like any opening of energy where something can go in and out. I also see portals when I'm reading someone in someone's life, like right now is a portal where you have the opening to do whatever this is, should you choose to do it. Like I almost feel like portals are kind of just like energetic openings that kind of guide energy in a certain direction. So it could be where you know, a lot of things might happen. Tunnels for me, I don't usually use the word tunnel when it comes to like energy or anything like that. I see like energetic ties, which I think I would use that a little bit more. So kind of like if there's an energetic tie between like the Navarro house and Los Feliz house and like something like that's kind of more the way that I look at it. It's almost like easier for them to move, which I guess would be like a tunnel, but I feel like the tunnel is just a little bit more of a graphic. Like I don't picture like kind of like this underground thing. I don't know. I think it's the way, I think that, you know, the language of energy and the other side and spirit can't be put into the boxes that the way that we like perceive things, right? So it's just however kind of we can conceptualize it.
Right.
So I think that's probably part of it, but I definitely see like a connection to all of these things. And with the negative entities, if they can't move, I guess, as easily, or they need like a little bit more, maybe they need to be called upon. And that's the way that it's like a tunnel, because they need to almost have like some sort of pull to another place, and that
Yeah.
allows them to move. Whereas like they wouldn't come to a random place or a random house or a random restaurant because there's no pull for them to go there. Whereas like with the tunnels or the energetic ties, they're like guided in that direction. Maybe. I don't know.
That's
You know what?
interesting.
My guides just said to me, they said that it's not necessarily that like evil entities or whatever can't travel everywhere, but they kind of showed me like
Excuse me.
maybe if like I guess the at the baseline energy of the universe is good. You know what I mean? Or positive. Yeah. There's life, there's people, everyone, you know. I mean, sure, bad things happen, but like in general, everyone's like pretty chill and, you know, whatever. So they said for them to like exist there or have access to that physical realm, there needs to be like, I guess, more negativity. So that makes actually sense to me. Why like a portal would have to open up, because then that thing can enter in this in this space and have some influence. Whereas like it's like attracts like I can't affect as much.
That
here
really makes a lot of sense to me, actually.
That's how they
Karen found the
okay. So here's the photo of the mirror ball itself, if you guys can see that, right? Okay. So there's the Man Ray photo. It's a selfie, 1938, I think. But then I'm going to zoom in. You have to look in the background.
Oh, I see it. That the circle with the cross, right? What the hell is that on?
I don't know, but it's reflected in the mirror ball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I sent that to Steve Hodel years ago.
Did he reply?
I just got
a website, guys.
Yeah, put that on the website. Did he ever reply?
Oh, yeah, he was fascinated. Oh. He was like, what the hell? And
right, what the hell would that be doing there?
No idea.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anything that you wanted to do, as long as she just chimed in. She said to me, she goes, it's not as long as you were having fun. She said, as long as whoever was doing it was having fun. A lot of not so nice stuff happens in this house, like with sex, with people probably being raped, but all in the name of, oh, it was a party, it was fun.
And I can feel my head hitting something like repeatedly. It's almost like I'm being dragged. She must have had a hip injury or something in her groin, because again, the pain has returned. There might have been marks around her ankles.
She said to me, like, Steven, this lady's kind of funny. She goes, it's important. Just like, she's very, as much as we're talking about what stuff that's getting heavier and heavier and heavier, she seems a little off the cuff. She's not really afraid to say what she has to say about all of this. It's funny because she backs off and then she comes back. And it's like, she said, it's not that I'm afraid of anyone. She said, people on the other side are trying to stop her from speaking and screw with the energy. So she said, that's why I have to keep hiding you in this house. Like, energeady. Like, she keeps moving me in a different room and putting me somewhere so that, like, they can't
for real, it's like she's on my
so
head.
funny, but she keeps showing me, like, a bubble around everyone in this room.
Can I just point something out? The chevrons in this house, you see the reflection in the pool?
Yeah.
Chevron, just like the gate at Soden to the front door.
Yeah.
It is kind of similar. That as above, so below type of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Weird.
I noticed that too. Just so you know. Just saying.
Just saying.
That we're, like, almost as if we're hidden from whatever else is here or whoever else is trying to get in the way. But she, for the life of me, will not let me talk to whoever it is. She keeps saying, she's protecting, like she does not want me to. It is. I've never had a spirit do this with me so intensely, but she keeps saying like she doesn't want me specifically to engage, and I don't know what that's about. And she said again to me, like, youth is wasted in this house. You shouldn't be connecting with this energy. She keeps showing me, oh my God, she's showing me such horrible images of this woman. Literally, I feel like I'm being beaten to death. Like it's so violent. And I keep seeing it throughout this space. Like, I don't know if that's how she died or if that's just what was going on with her. And it's strange too, because she showed me a brunette and then she showed me like a blonde. I don't know if this is different women who are experiencing this in this place, or if she had her hair color changed at different times, but I feel like I'm being, oh my God, it's like a life of torture I keep feeling in this place. This house may seem beautiful and historic and whatever else, but the energy is so the opposite. Okay, she said to me, I did not die here. She said, I didn't pass here. She said, I just know, she said, I know everything that was going on. She said to me, cover up. There was a cover up is what she said. Whatever was going on in this house was not fully either admitted to, found out. There's more. There is so much more to the story of this place. And at the center of it, I keep seeing someone with a lot of power, whether it's an executive or it's someone who had influence, had power.
I'm executing it from here, but I don't do anything. I push buttons. My puppets do.
I still think that there are secrets to be found at this house. And if anybody out there has any information, because the whole thing with the kids, we have never found a single nefarious note about this house. And yet it is so bad, and so many references to children and women just being tortured in this house for play, for games.
I feel like we might not find anything, because this to me felt like I don't even know if anyone necessarily died in that house. I don't even think I was shown that whole day, but it was like just bad party energy, or more than that, but on the surface. So maybe it was just like we'll keep watching.
Or maybe they hide it from, maybe they hid it from you too, Joe.
It's
because
possible.
Somebody had to have died in that house. Somebody had to have died in that house.
Do what they are told.
And I feel like either he lived here or this is where he used to come to.
Or they were just so horribly tortured and somehow survived. I mean, I don't know how.
I could see that.
I don't know how you get tossed down those cement stairs and survive, and 3 people felt that. So it's crazy.
Do whatever he used to do, and she keeps showing me these parties again. So there's some kind of connection with. I mean, it doesn't have to be 100 people in this space. It could be a party with 3 people, but it's just the vibe that I'm getting, and it's almost like a predatorial, like luring people in order to prey on them.
The lure, I keep saying the lure coming through is really quite a major thing.
She keeps saying father, not like a priest, but she wants me to acknowledge her. I feel like her dad may have known something about this or was involved in this. So she keeps saying like a father energy. She brought forward a woman on the other side. She's blonde. She kind of reminds me of Anna Nicole Smith a little bit. Like that's like the look, like big, busty blonde. Like that's what she keeps showing me. She was married to someone much older than her. So I think it was the gentleman that she keeps showing me connected to the space. But I feel like there's a big age difference, and it's not a marriage or a partnership of love. She also showed me losing a baby.
Juicy, I gotta agree with you, and can't say it out loud, but if you really look at that figure, there's some horrible stuff going on there.
I thought you were agreeing about Madonna being a skinwalker.
Jeez.
Madonna's a Leo.
Which house has the same artwork throughout the other ships? Yes. This one did. So did.
We don't know about Los Feliz.
Yeah, we don't, except for the Los Feliz house had the Perlson's furniture in it for 50 years. So,
miscarriage. I keep hearing that same thing over and over again. We're all victims of this. We're all victims of this. Whatever's going on in this house, I know it's going to sound so convenient to say this looking at current events, but it really does feel like that whole Me Too, Hollywood, what are you going to give me if I'm going to give you the part? Like, it's that type of energy. It doesn't have to be in movies, but it's that get ahead, I'm going to abuse you because I'm in control and I'm in power energy. And this woman is making me feel like part of the reason why we're here is because we're supposed to expose that it's been going on. Like, it happened here too. It's not just now. It wasn't, for a few years ago. Like, this is an ongoing thing, and this is just another piece of the puzzle is what I feel. Back to the gruesome scene she showed me. I keep seeing a woman getting pushed, getting hit, and she's showing me like literally being dragged, I think by her hair, or maybe it's like the back of her shirt, and I feel like oh my God, like I'm tied up somewhere, like that I can't move, whether it's to a chair or chained to something. It's like someone was imprisoned in this house, like someone was like a prisoner.
This started to sound very familiar to our other locations.
She keeps telling me to call this place a prison, she said. It's almost like being in jail when you're with this guy.
Yes,
I feel like physically like I'm chained or God, she keeps showing me like ropes and gags, and
she's trying to show me handcuffs here too, which is really quite there's this, whether it's a sexual thing or not, I don't know, but she's trying to bind in my mind where I'm pinned and I can't escape that pin. I'm tied up, I'm screwed, I can't go anywhere.
This could be S&M stuff, but it doesn't feel like I'm enjoying it. It's not consensual. It's very, just such terrible energy.
No, Ellen,
It's
we don't
interesting
know why
because I can see the victim and this male, but I also see somebody else in the shadows. So I don't know if there was another participant or other people watching or somebody like a witness. Whoever this is, she had a lot of upper injuries as well. Her shoulder, collarbone.
This lady's so funny. She keeps telling me go outside. So I said out here. She goes, no, go, like, she keeps wanting me to leave this lady. And I keep telling her I'm here for the night, like I'm not leaving. And she keeps going, just go. Like it's okay. It's almost like I feel like she's trying to like mother me, and she's like, honey, it's okay. You don't have
looks
to
like
be here
she's
anymore.
pointing.
And I'm like, no, you don't understand, this is my job. Like I have to she's
like,
this woman
exit
really
that
is
way.
a nice woman. And when she passed, she's not coming through very elderly. She's coming through a little bit younger to have passed, and she seems like she just knew a lot and sat on it her whole life and didn't say anything about what was going on. She said she worked, hold on, this is important. She's got some kind of Hollywood connection, like movies, TV, celebrities, because she said she worked with them, but wasn't one of them. Like, I'm not talking to a celebrity or someone who was in front of the camera. She somehow traveled in their circle, worked behind the camera. There's some involvement in notable people, famous people, that type of thing. Everything she shows me, I ask her to take me to where it happened, show me where it happened, and she's not bringing me anywhere.
And you're sure we're in this house? Just because based on
It could be connected to something else.
Steve Odell's mother, Dorothy, had never come through to us before, but I was beginning to suspect that this was her from the following clues. Before being married to George, she was married to actor-director John Huston. She was also a radio and screenwriter. The name Stephen, father, buxom blonde who had a relationship with an older man, being George Hodel. Tamar's abortion from the incest with George. Dorothy being beaten, tied up. But the real cincher was her being dragged by the hair. During the incest trial, Tamar Hodel told the police about George's lust for violence and one particular incident. And it was when George dragged Dorothy up the driveway by her hair. The big question was, what was Dorothy Hodel doing at the Samuel Novarro house?
And you're sure we're in this house?
By the way, had it not been for Bryce connecting with her, all these years I had no idea who Joe had been talking to. No idea until we investigated in December and Bryce connected with Guerrero.
Yep.
And that's a little...
It's amazing stuff, man.
A little teaser there for you.
Wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little teaser. Little taste.
A little teaser.
Could be
there.
connected to something else. It's possible. It very well could be, because that happens to us all the time. It 100% could be. And it's funny, I may even say that it is, because she's not giving me a specific place where this happened in this house. She's just showing it to me, like, you know, like that I'm supposed to say that this happened.
Yep.
But again, as we've discovered, everything seems to be linking up. There's something about that bedroom I was in upstairs again that I feel like it's just very heavy up there, and I feel like it's pulling energy in. You know, someone must have lived here who dabbled in, like, I don't want to say occult stuff, but maybe they had like a medium here or seances or something. Somebody did some kind of like spirit stuff in this house. I'm feeling. It's not just one time, one person. I think it's been like through the years or something that this has gone on.
Joe, what in the hell was that?
9th Avenue.
Are you flashing out your window? What's going on there? Honk if you love me, people.
My bad.
To me, Sam
I don't know
watches
why these
everything.
headphones aren't.
Sam sees everything.
Counting it out.
This guy comes through with a lot of guilt, though. The Sam. I'm getting him as a man.
Thank you, Ozzy.
Like, I feel like he feels bad for whatever happened here. Like that he's either responsible or. But again, it feels like the energy of the house that he feels responsible for, or like almost like I created a monster is what he keeps saying. Smith. I heard Smith. It's funny they showed me Anna Nicole before, because now I feel like it's the last name connection too. I don't know who Smith would be, although we do know that Karen's last name is Smith.
When Joe said the name Smith, I knew he wasn't talking about Karen because it was a name I had recently looked into. A name that opened the doors into a hidden network that quietly operated behind Hollywood's most powerful walls. His name was William T. Smith, one of the most significant American figures associated with the Ordo Templi Orientis, also known as the OTO. Why does that matter? Because William Smith wasn't operating in isolation. He was deeply embedded in a small elite social circle that included scientists, intellectuals, artists, and men who were actively experimenting with alternative belief systems. And crucially, George Hodel was already connected to that world. George Hodel's close friend, Baron von Haringa, was not just casually acquainted with William Smith, they were very close friends. So close, in fact, that Haringa regularly spent time with Smith and with rocket scientist Jack Parsons at a place known as the Parsonage. This isn't a coincidence, it's a gathering point. The Parsonage was a social hub where ideas were exchanged, boundaries were tested, and Crowley's philosophy of Thelema was actively explored. Parsons, one of the founders of Jet Propulsion, was also a devoted follower of Aleister Crowley. Through him, Thelema took root in Southern California not as a theory, but as a lived practice. Thelema, created by Aleister Crowley, taught one central idea, that an individual's true will was sacred, and that moral, sexual, and spiritual limits were meant to be challenged in pursuit of it. Crowley himself didn't need to be president in Los Angeles. His ideas traveled through people like Parsons and through networks like the one surrounding William Smith.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Bryce. Is there another Parsons, or that's the Parsons?
Only one I know of.
The only one
Okay.
I know of.
Because I got the name several times before when we were, I mean, this is not really giving away a big thing. We don't know where it goes. But and I guess I didn't make that connection until I watched this again. Now I'm remembering it. So I was wondering.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
Interesting.
Another little taste for you.
Little taste.
Now,
Raise your hand.
this is where the picture sharpens. William Smith, Jack Parsons, Baron von Haringa, and through Haringa, that ecosystem overlaps directly with George Hodel. What matters here is not documentation of a formal membership. What matters is proximity. George Hodel moved easily within the elite transgressive circles, doctors, artists, Hollywood insiders. Whether or not he formally belonged to the OTO almost misses the point. Influence doesn't require initiation, it requires access. Now, enter Ramon Novarro, a major Hollywood star, a private man, someone living within Hollywood's unspoken underworld where secrecy, sexuality, and reputation quietly collided. Not through shared beliefs, but through shared space. The same rooms, the same circles, the same silences. And this brings us back to the house. Lloyd Wright's architecture wasn't just about design. It was about control of space, control of visibility, control of who entered, and what remained hidden. These homes functioned as enclosed worlds, ideal environments for privacy, secrecy, and experimentation beyond public scrutiny. When these same people and same ideas and same social networks continue to surface around the same locations, the pattern becomes impossible to dismiss. What we're uncovering is a reoccurring overlap of.
So Karen, when you're working on a case, let's say with a serial killer or whoever, crime ring, is that how you would operate and figure out where to investigate or who to question? Like if the same addresses keep coming up or the same name keeps coming up between 4 or 5 different people that are seemingly unconnected, is that how that usually goes?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if the same name keeps surfacing through several different witnesses or participants or co-conspirators or anything like that, yeah, that person needs a closer look for sure. And that's when, homicide might put a tail on them. They may, get a warrant for their devices, a warrant for their home or for a storage unit or whatever they have. So yeah, that's how we link stuff. And a lot of times it starts with one witness. So for our cases, what I've looked at, guys, this is 10 years of research and I can't really whittle it down to a 30-second speech. But what I look at is I have this memory to remember addresses, locations, people, names, dates. I just have this brain addict that remembers that stuff. And when I'm reading a book or I'm looking at a website or I see a name or an address, it literally, like that stupid ass mirror ball with the thing that I just popped in my head and thought about for 7 years, right? So will you get me some more root beer, please? Thanks. So basically what I do is my brain addict just activates and I go back and I look at the research and either the address is off and I had the name wrong, or it leads me to something and I go, whoa, wait a minute. This person was at that address, and then I'll go into that person. So it's like these little wormholes that I go through. Mm-hmm. And for evidence and crime scenes, I kind of did the same thing. Like I would see a receipt and I would go, wait a minute, so-and-so was at that gas station at that date. And I'll call homicide and go, hey, I've got a receipt here. Wasn't so-and-so at this gas station on this date? Holy crap, package it. I'm coming over. So that's kind of how I function. It's just how my brain works, is links, is putting things together. I'm really good at that, and it's my gift. So for this, the same thing with these houses, with the stuff, with the names, with the sources, with the people, with the who's doing what and who's where when. And sometimes you can find historical documents where you can find out who was at the parsonage on certain dates and who was there visiting and who was in Europe and who wasn't. And it's, ship manifests and holy crap, guys, it's an unbelievable amount of info. But that's how I do it. I can't describe it. I can't even teach it.
Right. So the reason I was asking is because, I'm always much like you, Karen, I'm always looking at it from the other side, like, all right, well, what would someone skeptical say about this, right? Right. So obviously there's always the the medium says something and then you fill in the blanks. So that's why, because when you started talking, like in this scene with the parsonage and Smith and all that, like that seems so compelling to me, because I'm like, what are the odds that any of this would come up? And these are names. And when you showed me the web, that's what made me think about it, because I'm like, in an investigation for a homicide or whatever drug deal thing,
right?
I would imagine that's how it works, where like you start, okay, well, this person knows this person and that one knows that one, and they put their name popped up 3 times and that other one pops up, and how come every place I'm going, these 2 guys, it's either one or the other? But you know what I mean? Like, I don't think, because when it comes to what we do, Bryce and I, there's always a little extra, the goalpost is moved a little bit. So again, for our investigation, and even in my work I'm always like thinking, well, what would people say if they were like tried to refute it? And this is just so compelling to me, because I'm like, if you took out where you got the information from, nobody would question any of this. You know what I mean? Like if you just said, oh, well, I talked to eyewitnesses and this stuff keeps coming up and nobody blah, 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 this would be a clear cut, oh, well, obviously something's happening here. You know what I mean? So I just always like to hear from the expert for anyone who's watching now or in the future,
right?
And wondering, like, are we making connections here that we shouldn't, because this is how this normally goes in any investigation.
That's exactly right. No, 100%. You guys, Lisa calls you guys tools. And we mean that in the kindest possible way.
Yeah.
In the nice way, the good
You
kind
are
of tool.
a tool for me to use. You can't testify. And I have
Right.
said this over and over, and I will say it. I will die on this hill. If you lead me to tangible stuff, I will
Who cares?
use it.
Right.
How I found it is irrelevant.
Right.
And the jury doesn't need to know. Fact is, it's there. There you go. Whatever.
Right.
So
exactly.
That's the deal. That's how I deal with it, guys. And let me see if well, Lisa's out. Let me see if there's any questions. But yeah, I hope that answered your question.
It did. Thank you.
Let's see here. What else is going on? Is there anything to date about a mature age lady connected with accounting books? All very coded. Not that I can think of, Beth.
Wait, what was the question?
Let me put it up. Not that I can.
Wait a second.
Oh.
I brought something about that up at a location.
Lisa, do you know about this? Beth has a question.
In season 2, in December, I brought something up about this. Yes. I don't know if the blackmail document thing came up, but I can't say now where we were, but
I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head.
Something did come up. About that.
Yes, there is 2 things. Yes.
Lisa, do you remember?
Yeah. First of all, there's Ruth Spalding, who was not older, but
Right.
she did know all of George's secrets. But wasn't there another secretary that outed him?
Yes. Oh.
Who did all of his
she wrote
accounting?
the letter about the abortions
Yes,
and charged.
that
He was
yeah.
charging for medical practices that were not being performed, and she wrote a letter to a woman apologizing because George told her she was pregnant, she was not, charged her money, and this woman felt terrible about it.
Yeah. So, and I think she was more mature.
It was either pregnant or had a STD. One of the two was an STD.
Maybe
All
both.
right.
Maybe
Yes,
both.
something like that.
Performed
But
an
charged
abortion,
her
but
an
never
ungodly
had-
amount of money, and it was.
And she had neither.
Wait, she had neither.
Steve would know more. I'll have to ask him.
I'll have to
Oh my
ask.
God.
Yeah.
People, places, philosophies that thrived quietly behind closed doors. And when a name like Smith's emerges during an investigation,
Wait,
it
what?
doesn't stand alone. It activates a
I'm
network.
trying.
I'm so sorry. Speaking of, let me go back because this just hit me. Sorry. Baron von Haringa, W.T. Smith's good friend, the blonde guy he did try to extort, not blackmail, but extort the screenwriters Anita Loos, Loos. Her brother was Dr. Loos, who worked with George at the First Street Clinic. Now, Baron von Haringa tried to extort them for money, stating that he had secret, tawdry letters that he was going to expose if they didn't pay. So Baron von Haringa ended up getting arrested for that crap. And that was probably in the early to mid 40s. So, George was hanging around with some real freaking winners. So there was an extortion plot that I know of related to the people that are on screen right now. I can tell you that. I'm sorry, whoever asked that question. I think it was Beth. So, yeah.
And once you see that network, the question is no longer, is this connected? But how much of this has been hiding in plain sight?
I just asked her, I said, where else am I supposed to go? What else am I supposed to see? She said, the energy in this house hides. She said, that's why I'm able to protect you in this room from whatever else is here, which again is not the best for investigating because I need to get to the bottom of whatever this is. But at the same time, I feel like that's a key piece of information that the energy in this house hides.
Who is the leader of the cult we're looking for? Who is that?
My guides will never allow someone to tell me something if it's not gonna benefit me in one way or another with what I'm trying to accomplish. There is a very specific reason why this woman keeps saying the energy in this house moves, it hides, and she's showing it to me almost like there's a ball of negativity and it just like no pun intended with this here, but it just like moves from like place to place in the house, and it's like a slow moving, like it just like scans the house almost as if it's like this. It's not one entity though. I've never wanted to call a house alive in my life, but that's what it feels like that this place has its own, like a mind of its own, and it's got this like negative energy that just like, I keep seeing it as like this ball of like darkness, and it just travels through the house, and it does something to pull it. Like, if you're ever in the same room as this, I will let everybody know if I feel it in my space, but I'm almost positive it would drain like every battery around, pull the energy out. It's such a negative like pull on the energy. And again with the youth, she keeps saying youth, youth, youth. Like it's not, it's like destroy. Like this house doesn't want to see any creation or any youth. It's like it wants to keep like darkness and death and decay like that. It's such a weird energy for a house to have. At some point tonight, I'm like saying this to the ghost guys, we have to go back up to that top bedroom because there is such a concentration of energy up there. It's like ridiculous. Like I can't, I'm surprised that I didn't pick up on more up there because I feel like that's a hub of either like paranormal activity or where a murder happened, or it's terrible energy up there.
Did you just see that? Seriously?
What was that?
The bench just moved on me.
I saw you go like that, and I
Wow.
I heard it. Lisa?
That was the craziest thing. And I got touched twice in that house. Twice. Once when I was sitting there, and I've never felt anything like that since that day. But it is the creepiest thing to be touched by something that is just not there.
Yeah, that's weird.
The bench
But that whole bench like moved. You could hear it.
moved
That's
on me.
crazy.
Yeah, I saw.
While Maureen was driven down the hill for her walkthrough, I took the opportunity to shoot some B-roll, but I didn't get very far before first Joe, then Kelvin stopped me with information they were still getting about the house.
Really quick, you guys. Excuse me. I want to thank Ellen and Cindy for their donation while we're sitting here.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you guys
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so when
My email went off and I was like, what is this? Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Amazing.
when I walked in here just now, I smelled blood, like iron, like when you bite your tongue and you bust your lip or something, you get that like iron blood smell. Second I walked up the stairs, just for a quick second, nothing in this house lasts. Like it's just like you get an impression real quick and then it just disappears. But yeah, this room is just there's something so off about this room. Something so off.
No, that was the Los Feliz house. That was the Los Feliz house.
I don't know how anybody could sleep in here.
Hey,
What's going on?
John's trying to figure out an entry point.
I gotta tell you, Kelvin scared the crap out of me in this moment because I'm just minding my own business, shooting B-roll, and like I said, you can't see anything that's coming at you in these staircases, and I come around and I'm shooting something and I spin around and it's like, well, hello, what, hi.
Yeah. The hell are you doing? You'll see me
So
running
much going
around
on
back
there,
and forth
guys.
behind him.
Just
Because
the
I didn't even realize you were filming. I thought you were just like talking and holding a camera. Like I didn't even realize. I was like, how rude.
That room's really bad,
How rude am I?
and I keep getting two people, and I'm trying to figure out an entry point how I got in, and what I mean by that is how do I get in here to cut people up? It's kind of weird.
How do I get in to cut people up?
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah. How do I get in here to... Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm puffing because I've been up and down the house 3 times. When I went up there just before, earlier today I had the guy coming from one side, the female from the other side, and I was getting really confused. And when I went up there just a minute, like a little bit before, there's 2 people in the bed. And I'm like, huh? I can't figure that out. And then there's blood everywhere, there's splatter all over the place. It's a horrendous mess.
In the bedroom.
Yeah. But I don't know whether this is what I'm getting confused by. That's right. It's like, is it the thought of the person that was in the bedroom? Is it them reliving their memories? Or did it actually happen? That's what I'm getting confused by.
Paul and Tom Ferguson went over to his house one night. Paul, the older brother, and Ramon retired to the bedroom.
Very
he was
graphical,
beaten to death.
Krista.
And the details are pretty lurid and gory. They broke his face, they
know
broke
he's
his
a murderer,
nose,
but
they
he's
broke his
really
eye
cute.
socket, bashed him in the back of the head. Once he was on the bed, they grabbed a lamp cord and they tied his ankles. And they
I guess that's why he's a prostitute. Beth, we don't know.
I don't even know if they still own it.
Yeah.
I don't even think, truthfully, I didn't meet them at all, but I got the impression that they didn't give a flying F
No.
one
And they
way.
were
Like they just
super-
got
they were
money
nice.
and didn't
They
care.
were the
Really nice.
nicest people.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my
Really
God, they
nice
were
people.
so nice.
Yeah. Really
Like,
cool people. I like them.
And even Joe said, I don't think they have any idea what's going on. They
Yeah,
may
I
be
feel like-
influenced by it without even knowing. Like, I think the wife was an artist, and we felt like maybe she had been influenced, but
Possible.
just the nicest people.
They were.
They brought it up and they tied his wrists behind his back. And he was asphyxiated on his own blood. He choked on his own blood. Cause of death was multiple lacerations of the nose, lips, mouth, and fracture of nasal bone and right second incisor tooth. Aspiration of blood, tracheobronchial tree and lungs, multiple lacerations and contusion, scalp, subdural, and subarachnoid hemorrhage.
If there was a scenario like that in this house, then obviously it's happened here. But then I get confused between the thought pattern. Am I making shit up in my head? What the hell is going on? Why am I running around like, how do I get an entry point into this house? I go right back down to the base of that garage door, the side one, and then I start from there, and then I start coming back up, and then I go right back to the top through the bedroom, and I nullify, because that door's too loud. If I broke that to get in, they'd hear me. See what I'm saying? So the entry point potentially is downstairs. If there was an entry point, that would be it. And they've come through, and then I thought, oh, I'll go through here, up and around, which goes up to the side of their bedroom, but I can't.
I purposely I blurred
Yeah, we
out
did
all
that.
the artwork because I didn't want anybody coming after us for copyright.
Right.
So I blurred out every bit of artwork in here so that nobody could come after.
Can't access that because that's too loud too, so I'll come back down and come up through here. I don't know, it's just freaking weird. All I keep getting in that bedroom list is lots of blood. Lots. And I don't know whether it's the person that was living here had actively been out in the world doing that, or it's actually happened. This is what I can't determine. It's pissing me off a little bit.
Maureen's vision was the reason we're at this location. And usually we don't have a problem with spirit until nightfall. But the energy in this house seemed to not abide by the rules. Because of the delays, Maureen would have to do her walk at night. And I had to wonder, would the energy get any stronger?
You know, a while back, I can't remember how many months ago, I had a vision about this square house. And I just kept seeing all these blocks. And now that I'm in here, I can see all the things coming back to me that I saw. As I was pulling up, I could feel somebody with their hands around my neck, strangling me, and my head bouncing off stairs. I had all these intense pressure. And then stabbing pains elsewhere throughout my body and being drugged.
Rachel, I do think the artwork can influence the investigation, and Joe talks about it in a little bit. So I think you're spot on there.
Rachel, are you asking like on an energetic level or like giveaway stuff?
As I'm stepping into this area, my heart's starting to really race and pick up momentum. And I'm really feeling...
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are picking up on this, but her energy is so suppressed throughout this entire walkthrough. It's really crazy, and you can hear her throat like constricting. You can really hear it.
Female, and I'm seeing this gentleman. Whoa. Seeing this gentleman, well-dressed, shorter dark hair, seems stylish. My heart is like gung 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 gung.
So's mine.
Is it? It's crazy. Like, okay, I saw this pool, so I know I'm in the right house that I saw. And as I'm tuning in more to spirit, I can feel my throat constricting. It's almost like they're not wanting me to pick up on anything and say what I'm seeing. Does this go around?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As I'm coming here, I'm getting like so disorientated and feel very like uneasy and when I was seeing this vision of some stairs.
What's what, Joe?
Where was that?
That's out past the pool.
In the garden area.
You were over there for a little bit.
In the garden. You
Like
know when
if-
you go down the trellis and you can go around the pool? She's on the back end of that.
I don't know if I went over there. Did I?
Yeah,
Oh
you
wait,
did.
wasn't there like a gate?
Yeah, there's a gate that
There's a
leads
gate
back
that
out
leads
to
back
the
up.
upper street.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that where we had Jersey Mike's?
No, that was the pergola.
Where did
out-
we
out
eat?
past
That's
the
on
dining
the
room.
entire opposite side of the house.
You guys, no, for real. Like when we said we like this place is so confusing. I don't like
Yeah.
I can have a snapshot individually of each room, and I have no idea where to put them at
Right.
all. And I was in this house for like 15 hours.
No.
Doctor, I don't know why. It's just sometimes the energy hits everybody differently.
Yeah.
You know.
But she's getting kind of the same symptoms that the others of us got,
Yeah.
which is just
Yeah, I
It's
mean, why
crazy.
did they go after Karen? I mean, I have my theory. Why did they go after Kelvin in a little bit? It's so hard to say, and you don't know who's next. Why
Who's
did they go after
susceptible and who's
David
not.
at the Soden house?
Right.
You know.
I could actually see a few steps like this and this gate, but it felt like a dead end, like I couldn't get out. And I don't think this is the gate that I see the victim shaking to get out. So I'm just gonna go back that way. As I'm getting back towards this area, I'm starting to feel shaky and the energy again. So I know that whatever has happened and transpired is more this way. All through the drive here,
Probably
I
not.
was seeing the concrete steps, and this whole house has concrete steps everywhere. And I can just see the female panicked as she was driving here. She's like looking out the window, so I do feel like she was like intoxicated, she was confused, she was paying attention to the signs like I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And she was watching like the exits of where am I going? Because I'm also getting the sensation that there was something here, so it was either like something thrown
Guys
over
are
her
killing me
head,
with the talking
there's
Jersey
taped
Mike.
here, like something's over
Starving.
her. The energy in this house is so interesting. When I come to the center of this room, again, I get the shakes. This could be the energy of the victim. Like I feel so euphoric, like I am like spinning and I feel high myself. Something must have transpired in this room. It must have started here and gone elsewhere, dispersed elsewhere, because it's so dense with whatever spirit is here, right?
Janine, it depends on where we're at. We didn't have to notify anybody at the Soden house. This particular house is in
the Oaks.
The Oaks, and it's an HOA of sorts,
Yeah.
a homeowners association. They have incredibly strict rules. Like
Yeah.
what we had to go through to be able to film here, I cannot begin to tell you. And
Really?
we had to
Oh,
have
God.
approval from
Jordana went
every
through hell.
single neighbor that was there, and I was like, because you know when film companies come in and they have
They
the
have
big trucks
trucks
and all
and
this
all
stuff,
the
and they're
shit.
all making noise and they're all over the street, and
We don't have all
and
that.
I was just like, listen, we're one band, man, and but we still had to go through so much and inform every single neighbor,
Yep.
like every last one we had to get approval.
Oh my
No.
God! Just to
I'm almost
film
like
next door to them.
unbalanced when I'm
Yes.
In that neighborhood, yeah.
And then you have to remember that house is
Yeah.
like surrounded by houses, you know, because it's in that triangle. So it's all over the place. And yeah, Amy, good God, I would never live in a neighborhood.
could
with
never.
HOA.
No.
They are terrifying.
I'd go to jail.
Exactly. It's no joke.
walking, so I'm having to brace myself. As I'm moving further away from this side of the house, standing here, my voice is wanting to go. And so they're not wanting me to say exactly what happened here.
Hey, Remy.
There is an injury happening in my knee, so the victim could have fallen and hit their knee really hard, and it was hard to keep moving and running. I'm still not finding the stairs that I hit my head on, which is really frustrating for me. And I think that because the house is so maze-like, this is part of the victim's confusion, is that she doesn't know where.
I have to tell you guys, you know how we were up and down at the Cecil with Kelvin? Maureen was like, I have got to find these stairs. And there were so many stairs.
Right.
And she was just circling. And it is a maze. You don't even know when you've been in an area and you've doubled back. And it's like, oh my God. She was just getting so frustrated because she'd circle around and then end up back in the bedroom or circle around and end up in the pool. It was like, God, it was really, she was searching so hard for it.
Where she is, so she can't find it. And so I'm tuning into the energy of her confusion. I definitely feel sexual assault, a very graphic intensity. I don't think that the murder happened in this room, but it's very dense energy in here.
So we're out here by the pool, and I had a strong feeling about this area, so I just wanted to do a quick EVP session with John real quick. Ramon, I had a quick question for you. I can tell you that I feel this area was very...
There actually, F and Feminist, this is really interesting. One thing that we just recently found out is that if you're standing on the lower street, the lower address entrance, and you look to your left, that was actually part of Samuel Novarro's property where that house is. And we didn't know that until recently. And the way we found out was by another realtor back in the day who asked him to
Parcel it off.
not to parcel it off, to landscape it, because it was just like overgrown and everything. And they're like, can you please do some landscaping on that? So it is interesting because I keep thinking maybe we should go there because it is part of the property, and maybe what happened in this house was on the property, but we need to be in the next house. I don't know.
Loved by you. It was kind of a place where you can relax. And I just wanted to know, earlier I saw a shadow figure standing by the edge of the pool, and I was wondering if that was you.
By the way, even David can't keep a thought here. Like he is having such a problem vocalizing his thoughts in this moment.
I just have a few more questions for you, Ramon. Were you killed because of a targeted hit? Or were you killed because you were getting into some weird stuff with those adult boys? Do you miss living at this house? Is there a dark entity that travels between the homes built by the right families? Just shut up.
Quick question for you guys from Ellen.
Not always. Sometimes, but not really. It depends.
I think it's just like when you watch anything else. I don't think I pick up on, well, I wasn't there at the original investigation, but as far as like the rewatches, I mean, I just like notice more, I guess. I think it's helpful to rewatch, especially when there are so many players and everything.
It is,
I still don't remember like all the people that like
No, neither
so
do I.
much to wrap your head around.
And there are things I saw in this episode that I didn't see the first time around watching it now.
Yeah. Hi, Duncan. Have fun.
Hey, Duncan.
Hi.
Hey, Duncan.
Like the ghost pushing me on the camera. I did not remember seeing that the first time.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't
Little
remember
things.
seeing that either. That was crazy.
It cut off. I wasn't done.
So can I just ask? I'm going to put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about portals in the last Los Feliz, is it? I think. Yeah, we're talking about portals. Those portals were in the wall. And I've been looking all day. And then I just had this epiphany. What about the floor in the bedroom, not the wall? Does that make sense to you? So instead of putting the portal in the wall, it's in the floor. So if you were to draw a
Like a pentagram thing?
Yeah. And have sessions in there.
In the bedroom.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems like what they did at Soden.
I mean, I didn't see it. That's what's wrong. I didn't see anything.
Been blindsided all day
Right.
by it. So I think I might pay to go up and just sit up there again and just have a look. Spiritual look, that is. We did? Cool.
I wanted to get everybody up here because I think that whatever's here got all their strength together last night when they were listening to us, talk about how as a team we were going to be strong. And something just tells me that we need. Yeah, Joe said pentagram. And Joe, did you just say, because that's something John picked up on at the Soden house, he felt like there was a pentagram underneath that bed there.
Yeah, because remember, I remember, maybe I didn't say it in the episode, but I remember when I said that there was like blood in that room or they did something with blood. I remember getting the distinct impression it was like under where the bed was.
Okay.
So I wonder if that's whoever's doing this shit, like their method is. I mean, anytime I've ever seen like summoning in a movie, or not that those are always accurate, but even like in books and stuff that I've read, it's usually drawn on the floor, like some kind of magic circle or.
Yeah, that's what Jack Parsons was doing at the parsonage.
Right.
And, they were drawing stuff on the floor. He had a magic box, and he's doing this stuff with L. Ron Hubbard. We won't get into that right now. But yeah, that's a whole other story. But yeah, that's what they would do, is draw this sigils or whatever you call them on the floor. So that's interesting that John picked that up too, which is wild.
To get together as a team, to fight back, and pull all of our energy together in one room so that maybe we can get the answers that they keep trying to block from us. Mm-hmm. That's why I wanted to put everybody in one room, as hard as it is, and this seems to be the room that we need to be in, as miserable as it is. That was my thoughts. Anybody else have any thoughts?
I hate this room.
Sitting in here for a while, I'm picking up on like really intense like sex stuff, but not. It seems consensual, but I know someone's not happy about it. I'm definitely picking up on a different situation from what I was picking up on earlier. I kind of feel like there was a relationship that this man had where he thought that he could trust this person, and there's almost like, I don't like the sex stuff. It's I keep seeing them, and I feel like there's such manipulation coming from it, where I feel like it's what the person used to make this man trust him, or I feel like whoever that is betrayed him, and I think that's the reason why he ended up murdered, because of this person. Like, and I just feel so sick over it, because I feel
this is Ramon Novarro.
You know how it is when you read and you feel the victim's emotions and what they were going through, and I feel the betrayal and like that sick feeling of like, oh, I gave so much of myself and now here I am.
Interesting. Lynn, they didn't mention anything to us about it. Homeowners of this house, no. Janine, I'm not quite sure what you mean. Like they're hiding it. You mean like on the floor? Well, that would be. I mean, they can scrub it. They can shellac over it, but I'm not sure if that would hide it, other than putting a bed over it.
Right,
Joe, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I think once it's done, you don't need to leave it there. You did whatever you did. And mop the floor.
Yeah. Sure. Oof. No kidding.
And I just keep seeing these scenes play over and over in this room, which is different from the bloody violence that I kept feeling in here earlier. So it could be two different things, could be the same thing. I don't have an answer about that currently.
Energetically, what can we do as a group to try and become stronger so that not only can you guys get stuff, but when we turn on the geoport or even the stealth box?
Is that rewatching this now, I'm realizing how much in each location we get about different locations because like the person we're talking to had like 3 freaking houses or something, or like I'm seeing all the things that I'm talking about, and I'm like, that's 100% about what happened where Ramon Novarro, his murder took place. And
That was
you know what I
okay.
mean? Like I'm like, oh God, like, but you just don't always know because they're showing it to you happening in a bedroom, and you're sitting in a bedroom, so you just assume like, okay, well, I guess it's this room. Meanwhile, it's like 10 miles in north of where you are, but it was still also his house. So it's kind of hard sometimes to figure out, like, am I still here? Am I? Because honestly, in another location, season 2, I got a lot of stuff, and even when I was doing it, I remember being like, half of this is probably not even from here. like I feel like it's from like down the block or somewhere else. It was very, very interesting. I'm excited for that episode in particular because there's a lot of stuff and a lot of different people who came through, and I remember just being like, I wonder where this person's going to be from, because it's probably not here.
Right.
And we had some surprises in locations that we didn't expect to see any of them in. And
right,
what are you doing here?
Beth, one of them did himself in, and the other one died outside of prison, I believe. Right?
I think he died in prison, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're both on now either way. Good riddance.
They're both in a wonderful place, I'm sure. Possibly Janine. I think anything's possible when we're in these type of places and we don't know. Okay, bye-bye.
It's running right now, that we can maybe get the answers that we need to get.
Maybe we could just ask, because from my experience today, I feel like I've been pulled all over the place. The uncertainty is really massive. So there's a secret or secrets that they're trying to hide that's quite significant to the point where they don't want it out. So what we would do is just outwardly say, okay, whoever lived here, however it went down, whatever happened, are you willing to help us?
By the way, this is a surprise for everybody. Brandon, little demon bait, is going to be a baby daddy, girl daddy.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, he is. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. We'll be a daddy. We're going to be a tiny DB.
And one of us 3 mediums will pick it up, or the ghost boxes will pick it up. But if we don't ask, we don't receive. So we kind of, as I'm speaking now, it's nice to ask that they're safe. We're here not to hurt them. We're here to help them. We're here to make...
Doctor, I have to tell you, I was so damn worried about that cat being let out, because I begged them to lock up the cat, and they did. And the cat kept getting out, and there's coyotes, and I was so nervous, it made me nuts. I was constantly chasing this cat around to make sure it was safe.
This is the second one, effing feminist, but I'm not talking about the other one because that's not my business.
What?
For people.
Oh, yeah.
So if they're willing to participate, to bring themselves forward now for identification and to be able to reveal what took place.
I think too, if we set our intentions as a group to raise the vibrations, to get clear, concise messages together, united, we'll be successful.
Okay. So, Mr. George Brown, which box you want to use?
I guess we'll run the stealth box. We haven't run it with the audio output on yet today.
So why would Elizabeth Short be standing beside you?
We'll talk about it on the
She's
website.
part of it, right?
I don't know, because she's just standing here, and I figured that might have been the dark-haired girl I saw earlier today.
I think it might be too. That's what I thought when you said it.
So the significance right now, because we just asked, she's standing here, she said, help me, help me.
Is she sincere in her asking for help?
Yes, she's only got a moment, so yes, it might as well ask me questions and I'll answer them for you.
Is that box up and running?
Yes. Should I turn the volume on?
No. Yeah. What do we need to know about Elizabeth?
Elizabeth Short?
Yeah.
What was the motivation behind her murder?
Pleasure.
I will second that, because she said to me sex, so I'm right there with you, Kelvin.
Is the body parts, the two pieces of her, is that the same?
No.
So her legs and her upper are two different women?
Correct.
Any idea who the other woman might be?
Lost.
David?
Any idea about the murder? About the murderer.
Oh, the murderer.
Yeah, sorry.
You all know.
Doctor.
I have to say that I have been saying for years and years that those two pieces of Elizabeth Short are not the same girl. And I think that that is the key that the police withheld. I think they knew it at the time. But I think those new, that new guy who came forward saying that he solved both Black Dahlia and Zodiac said, oh, well, it's not the same girl. And, like, taking credit for that, too. Meh.
Oh, he said that?
Was there anybody else
No.
working with Dr. Hodel?
Yes. Don't be afraid of what you've found.
Was there any other motivation besides pleasure behind her murder?
I'm laughing at Steve.
I don't know if your ghost box is picking her up, but she's like right in me, man.
Help me.
Glenn, I'll talk about it at the Rowdy Pub.
How can we help her? Calvin, she's asking for our help. How can we help her?
Said it again. Yeah.
It's okay. Calm. She's telling me to stay calm.
I'm kind of freaking out besides.
Stay calm.
I think the most amazing part of this is that what Kelvin is getting is also coming through on the ghost box. I think that's just really so validating for both.
Ozzy, we don't know. We don't know if that is even a fact. We're positing it as a very high
It's a
possibility. Well, she thinks it's a fact. I think it's a possibility. So no, they never bothered. Nah.
But hopefully someday
we'll see.
Somebody with her, Calvin?
No, not yet. He's coming.
Coming. I'm afraid.
It's okay. It's okay.
Can we protect her?
Yes.
How?
Doc, it's the only way.
We need to raise the vibrations of light energy.
Can you turn it up a notch? Whoa, what just fucking happened? Oh, somebody turn on the lights right now. Turn on the lights. Somebody.
Lights.
Somebody get the lights.
That's called possession, just so you all know.
You know, I get a really weird feeling under this bed.
3 women stepped forward. They helped lure people in. They were part of a bigger ring of people.
There was a man right hanging there a couple weeks ago, and I want to know why it's been removed. I want to know where it went.
There's something specific about.
So next
Yeah.
week, are you guys available next week? Are we doing this next week? Another
Yeah,
watch
I
party?
think so, right? Hold on, let me look at my. Let's look at my calendar live.
Are
on
you
air.
in Rancho Cucamonga?
No, we're good next weekend. I think that I'm pretty free every Friday forever now, so.
Yeah, making a left turn in
I
Albuquerque.
have nothing planned.
Doctor wants to know if
Yeah.
they would have any DNA
No.
on file.
Oh, absolutely not. No, there was no DNA back then. Doc, here's what would
You
happen.
have to exhume.
You would have to exhume.
Yeah.
You would have to do probably cores from bone. I doubt there's no sinew left. There's nothing like that. You would have to do cores from bone marrow if there's any left, or teeth. The teeth would be one, and then cores from bone on the lower half. Then what you would have to do is send it to a genetic genealogy company to actually get a DNA profile if that is available. You would have to have enough loci or parts of the DNA in order to make an identification. And then what you would do is run it through the genetic genealogy database and hope that a family member came forward. It's a very, very expensive, time-consuming process. And not only that, but just to exhume the body, you would need family members' approval and all kinds of different stuff. So
Right, it's a whole
you know,
thing, right?
Doesn't time out.
it's a lot.
We wish we could have found that, but Gene Spangler, their time frames don't match up. Even at the girl who was killed on the that you hear being killed on the DA transcripts at the Soden house, and we don't think that matches up either. So
No. I've got more info.
Bryce is
I'll
like,
bring it
peace
forward.
out, man.
Come to the,
See
if you
ya.
want to hear my info, come to the Rowdy Pub. And,
Yeah, we'll talk about it a
we'll
little
talk
bit in the
about it.
Rowdy Pub.
Yeah, we had fun
Any
there.
other questions for Joe or for Bryce, who's now
There she
back?
I'm here. I couldn't hear or see you, so I had to leave and come back.
No worries.
We
You
thought
guys
you were
have
over
any
us.
questions for anybody before we sign off? And while we're waiting for your questions, I just want to thank everybody
guys
for
so
being
much.
here with us.
Yeah,
we
thank
so
you guys.
appreciate
We love our
you
Fridays
and
with you guys.
everything that you guys are doing for us. And yeah, we love our Fridays with you guys. We look forward to these every single Friday. I'm seeing a lot of peace. Thanks.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to be in the Rowdy Detectives Pub probably in 15, 20 minutes. If you guys want to join us there, please come join the website, $9.99 a month. What other wares can I?
And all you website people, just push it today. Tell them how much fun we have over there.
Yeah.
It's like our own little social media
Yeah,
hub.
tell them
It's
how
so
much fun
fun.
we have.
We love it.
We do have fun there.
We
And,
curse, we drink.
every
We do curse.
donation, every single dollar helps us. We're still trying
We'll be there.
to raise enough funds to be able to investigate. Right now, we're looking at investigating the second part of season 2 in December, the first week in December. So anything you guys can do, every single dollar, but being here, liking, subscribing, hyping, all of that. If you guys don't have even a dollar, all of this helps us so much, and we are so grateful for you guys being here.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next Friday. It looks like. Ding, ding, ding. Come on over to the Rowdy Pub. Hell yes.
Yeah, we'll be there in about 20
Yes.
minutes.
Yeah, we'll be there in about 20 minutes. But thank you guys. We'll see you
Thank you
next
guys
Friday.
so much.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. See you in the
Bye.
pub.
See